The expansion of the 3.9-kilometer Ngata stretch along the busy Nakuru-Eldoret highway to curb road carnage along the black spot came as a reprieve to motorists. But with 75% of the construction works complete, residents along the said road and motorists are raising concern over the safety of the road.
Vehicles have gotten stuck in the drainage. It has been terrible. On behalf of women and children who cross this road every day to take their children across the road, to take their children to schools in Ngata Primary, Ngata Secondary, in Bijoy, in Creative All Stars. There are so many schools, and even going to church. Most of the churches are across the road. How do we cross with our children when the road is this big? And there's no facilitation of where we are supposed to cross? It has become a hazard, especially for the women and children.
Mtu wa kutembea mguu anagongwa kwa kando kwa pavement kabisa. Ama mtu anavuka magari hapa ukimbia sana na kuna bumps. So mtu kama anataka kucross hii side aende ile ngambo nyingine inakuwa ngumu sana. Unaona gari imekaribia lakini hafungi brake. Anakuja tu anachota mtu akienda.
And to the contractor, we are telling you the end of a matter is important than the beginning. How you are finishing is important to us because our lives also matter. It is good for you to make the road, but kindly be considerate of the people. It is not only the vehicles that are crossing. There are people involved crossing this road every day, but a lot of lives have really been lost. Our children are also witnessing what is happening on the road. You cannot even entrust your child who's over 10 years or 12 or 14 to cross the road on their own. You prefer to come to the road and help them.
Tawangu spoke to the Kenya National Highway Authority Corridor Director overseeing the expansion works, and this is what he had to say.
We are in the process of improving the road between Ngata Gate to Ngata Bridge to a dual carriageway status, and the reason for that was to be able to address a problem of accidents which were occurring on that section. It's a program which we began some times back because of the black spots, including Salga and others. So right now we are addressing a 3.9-kilometer section between Ngata Gate up to Ngata Bridge, and the idea is to widen so that we have a dual carriageway, 2 lanes going into the Eldoret direction and 2 lanes to the Nakuru direction, and then we do physical separation so that the opposing traffic do not meet. Because the nature of accidents which we have been able to see on that section are careless driving, so that vehicles which are Nakuru bound get into head-on collisions with the Eldoret bound traffic. So up to now we have completed the main works for the carriageway. So the carriageway is complete, and now just about to begin construction of the median barrier, which is called in technical terms a Jersey barrier. When that is completed, we will also implement the road safety measures, which is road marking and road signages, and also provision for pedestrian crossings on the sections which have been identified to have high pedestrian traffic. Of importance also is a main bus stop which was at Ngata Bridge, which we are removing from the carriageway and taking to a service road on the left-hand side. So the issue of drainage is a work in progress, and as you have seen earlier in the day, the contractor is going on with addressing the drainage, that is the side drains, and construction of outfalls.
Hivi venye wanaendelea kufanya hii kazi, about 1 month ago tuko na ajali kama 6 zimefanyika hapa. Ukiangalia mtaro hii imerekebishwa last week part 1. Hii mtaro gasi inatoka hapa juu one way, mtu anafikiria ni barabara inaenda one way, anakuja kama ameingia huko chini. Sasa hata ni bahati haikutani na matatu ama haikutani na watu, inakutana labda ibebe mwenye akoyo gari ama wale wakoyo gari peke yao ndio wanaendanga. So hata kama wanasema kuna vile wanafanya kutoka hapa juu, bado kuna shida.
You will notice that those going to Eldoret have no problem, but the ones descending are moving downstream at very high speeds. So the design will allow for calming measures, which include speed bumps and speed enforcement signs. And as you transition now to the bridge, we expect to have calmed the traffic speeds to what is safe for them to be able to merge back onto the bridge. We have identified 3 locations where there is high pedestrian activity for crossing. The first one is at Ngata Gate. There's a high pedestrian volume. The second one is somewhere midway through the project, a place called Kamungei. So there's a provision for pedestrian traffic there. And then the last one is at the bridge, and this is serving a huge number of people living on either side, including the college.